These poems are dedicated to all those whose lives have been spent in bringing peace to this planet. Wherever you are, I bow my head. May peace be on this earth. We are all united with the thread of love. May each one of us realize the garland of life.
How can a fish drown in water? How can a man choke on his own words? How can pride and ego bring a country to the brink of war? How can the loss of innocence take away the child inside? How can man pretend to be so smart when he's sawing off his own limbs? Sit still and listen. Inside the silence lies such peace. A wave of bliss is about to release. The secret of creation lies between your eyes. Behold a light more beautiful than anything in this world. This light is pure love, ready to take you on a ride. Surfers ride the waves of the ocean, while a wise man rides the waves of love. Imagine riding the waves of love. Behind your breath lies the answer. Divine music will accompany you. The mind becomes drunk on this bliss. Yet this intoxication is medicine to the soul. For eons of time, man has explored. Buddha, the Christ, and many more have told their story. Behold, the kingdom of God lies within. It doesn't matter if you're a saint or a sinner. We all have the same opportunity to go back home. All it takes is one small step after another. Sit still and listen. The answer to this riddle is found on this easy step. The modern-day man looks for God on the moon and beyond. He studies the molecular structure of nature. Through his telescope, he looks for him in all the reaches of the universe. He sends out satellites to search for the unknown. Yet, he doesn't find the answer he's looking for. The wise man looks within his heart and finds the hidden treasure. He finds his way home. Have you ever dialed in to the source of your life? Have you ever felt like you had a conversation with your Creator? How would you like to phone your Creator? What would you say? From time immemorial, we've been wired for a direct connection to God. You don't even need an operator. God lives inside your heart. You are the temple of God. No temple on this planet is as magnificent as you are. The Creator hides inside of you. The phone has been ringing since your birth. Pick up the phone. There are no blank calls. This call is the most important of your life. Please tell Susie or John and I'll call you back. I've been waiting for this call all of my life. Hello. Words cannot describe the joy inside. Direct communication to the heart. Your heart is filled with love.
When I was young, I heard the story about 3 blind men touching an elephant. Each man touched a different part of the elephant. One touched the elephant's ear, another touched his feet. while the last touched the tusk. They began to discuss their experience, and a huge fight began. I'm right and you're wrong. I know all the answers. You're a fool to believe in that. What a child you are. Yet they all had their own individual experience. It was a piece of the puzzle. Not the puzzle itself, but a piece. Are we like the blind man touching the elephant? My religion is better than your religion. I'm going to heaven while you're going to hell. I'm going to declare war on you. I'm going to convert you. Religion has a piece of the puzzle. It is not the puzzle itself. Each religion is different and unique. The essence is the same. Which part of the elephant did you touch? Maybe it's about time to be open to something new. Your enemy is talking about the same thing you are. He just has a different piece, a different point of view. In the end, the essence is the same. As a man of 40, does our child still exist? Have you forgotten the innocence and the childlike nature of this life? Have we become so bored and preoccupied that we have lost the beauty of life? In the midst of our business negotiations, have we ever stopped and said, "Wow, I'm alive"? We go on in such petty life with so much detail. We place such an importance on getting the deal together. We have lost all morals, cheat and lie our way to the top. Money is God for the people. How would our forefathers react if they saw how we lived? They would probably cry and pray. We had such hopes in our youth. The dreams will never die, but we will. We promised our generation we would never be like our parents, but look at ourselves in the mirror. Have we become clearer? We are stuck in our ways and have forgotten our dreams. Let's wake up. We can make the change. Change can come from our generation. Pay your bills and also know why we are alive. We have already slept in. Now is the time to wake up and change our life. In our search for life, we make it so complicated. We work our life away thinking that money will buy happiness. Empty trinkets of life. We are so busy that we neglect our very own children, and yet, when we realize the fact, time has slipped away. Empty trinkets of life. We own a nice house and an outrageous car, but does harmony or chaos exist? We have time for pondering one day a week. We put our $5 for an offering, but do we ever think? If Christ would come back, we would do the same act as before? Years later, we hoped in the next go-around we would learn from our mistakes. Are we so caught up in our daily routine that we miss out in the miracle of this life? Has the secret been shown to us and we've thrown the diamond on the ground? We say to ourselves a real diamond would never be given like that. In the end, we come and we go. But do we truly know the beauty of this life? Life is precious. Know why you are alive. Whatever you focus on, you eventually become. If you want to be a surfer, you first paddle out on a small day. Maybe some people paddle out their first time on a huge day. I wouldn't advise it. Anyway, at first it's real difficult just learning to paddle the darn board, much less catch a wave. Timing is everything. If you're too late, you will go over the falls, which really hurts. If you don't pass fast enough, you won't catch the wave. What really hurts is when you don't paddle fast enough. The wave can decide that you're going anyway. That is when you learn a major lesson. Anyway, over time, you'll learn how to surf. Years later, you're a surfer. It is a part of your life. Whatever you focus on, you eventually become. If you want to be anything in this world, you must focus on it. Nothing doesn't come overnight. Some things take longer than another does. For time immemorial, man has sought the mysteries of life. Those who focus their life on it eventually become it. In that state, they have nothing to prove. They will act like a child. If someone tells them they're wrong, they will just smile. We can all be in that state. Remember, whatever you focus on, you eventually become. The secret lies inside of you and me. He who says doesn't know. He who knows doesn't say. The truth is not the book. The book is not truth. Truth lies inside of the book, yet it is not the book. The book contains truth, yet it is not the absolute truth. Truth is, was, and will always be. A book is simply words, which tries to describe truth. Truth can never be described. How can the mind, which is finite, understand the infinite? A book only talks about the fruit, but it is not the fruit. Only by eating the fruit can you understand. Is life like a rubber band? If you stretch it too far, it will snap. Some people's lives are totally out of control. Some people's lives are totally in control, yet it's a life of boredom. Some people are risk takers, while others aren't. Some people love adventure, while some love the couch. Some people are always serious, and some never laugh. Some people laugh and are never serious. Some people obey the laws. Some people never obey the laws. Some people's truth is fiction. Some people's fiction is truth. Some people are honest, while some aren't. How can we tune the guitar of life? If we are high-strung, we will break. Yet if we can't stretch, we are like a limb, lifeless. Life can't be a constant party, or we will burn out. Life can't be constant sleep, or we will miss out. Life can't only be filled with work, nor can life be filled only with play. We can't always escape from life, nor can we always be 100% focused on it. We need the middle way. I once had a grand teacher who said, meditation is perfect concentration upon a perfect point. How elegantly said. Imagine the mind is like a tuning fork. Whatever it touches, it vibrates at that frequency. Have you ever felt that material happiness is finite? Imagine the car you've always dreamed of, a yellow Ferrari. In the beginning, it brings you so much joy. You take all your friends around the block for a spin. Day and night, you are satisfied. One day, you notice that a little dissatisfaction has entered your door. Day by day, your yellow Ferrari becomes a hassle. How many times to the shop? I need an oil change. My brakes need changing. The transmission just went out. Everything material wears out. Material happiness will soon lead to pain. Does this mean we can't enjoy the comforts of life? Do we have to live a life of a hermit? How can we live in this world and live in absolute joy? Meditation brings an individual to the center of the hurricane. The winds of change are blowing, yet perfect calm resides inside. This is your true state. Absolute joy, total bliss. Your mind is vibrating with the word of life.
Sailing home to my beloved. The winds of grace have filled the sails. The tiller is on remote control. Can you feel the fresh wind upon your face? The ocean at times is calm. At times it is stormy. Yet I have faith. Huge waves of change cover my boat. The storm ends and there's calm. At times the journey hits the doldrums. Not a bit of wind in sight. My mind is restless. I'm so bored. Suddenly a dolphin splashes me and grins with delight. I forget my boredom. At times my journey is dangerous. Sharks all around. At times the journey feels like a walk in the park, sitting on deck with a beer in my hand. I'm relaxing with sunglasses on my face. At times the journey feels like the America's Cup, racing towards that cup. I gotta make that buck. At times my boat is going down the drain. My life is in constant pain. I realize that I'm dreaming. I'm in my bathtub, watching the toy boat go down the drain. This vessel of life is incredible. At times this journey is like the love boat. You're in love, and nothing else matters until the wind goes out of your sails. This journey is incredible. I'm sailing home to my beloved.
That's good.
War is worse than any four-letter word. We think we are so smart, yet we kill our young. Let's put our politicians in a ring. I am right, and you are wrong. We are both talking about the same thing. Yet for centuries, we go on. War is a dangerous thing. Are we truly smart? At least the forest fire in the end creates flowers, while man's guns creates a cemetery. We think we are so smart. Let's put an end to war and concentrate on the real issues. Because your life is not in order, you want the world to be in chaos. We say we are intelligent, but are we? We are babysitters of the creatures of this world, yet we treat them with no respect. We would be sued in the court of our Father with our neglect. We talk about criminals, but it is the worst crime destroying this planet. Where will our resources be when there are no trees? Hungry we will be, orphans upon this land. Man has the capability to be true custodians of this land. Let's open up our heart before it's too late.
In the beginning was the Word, before time and space, before creation, before the void, primordial energy, a primordial Word. This Word cannot be spoken. This Word is, was, and will always be. This Word was God, and this Word is God. All scriptures talk about the Word, yet it is beyond the scriptures. All religions talk about the Word, yet it is beyond religion. Science talk about the Word, but it is beyond science. This Word exists inside of you. What is keeping you alive? When you know this, you will know the answer to this puzzle. positive, negative, and neutral energy. Is there a common theme? All religions talk about light. If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. In the Gita, Krishna reveals a light more brilliant than a billion suns. Is that metaphorically speaking? What happens when we split open an atom? The Buddhist has scriptures that talk about a great light upon death. Every religion known to man talks about a light. Every religion talks about the Word of God. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Latin translation of word was logos. Logos means power. In the beginning was an infinite power. This power was with God, and this power was God. Maybe they were talking about the same thing. Is science and religion both talking about the same thing? This word, according to religions, cannot be spoken. According to the Tao beliefs, the Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The nameless is the beginning of heaven and earth. Is there a primordial word or energy that is, was, or will always be? Could this word exist everywhere, beyond time, beyond space, universe, one, verso, word, one word? Could there be a universal frequency that exists everywhere? Before creation, before the war, before anything we can dream of, is there a way to connect ourselves to that experience? What would happen? The Hindus have a saying, Sat Chit Anand. Truth is the consciousness of bliss. When the mind is absorbed in truth, the consciousness is in bliss. Truth is, was, and will always be. If the Word of God can't be spoken and is, was, and always, aren't they talking about the same experience? Christ said, the kingdom of heaven lies within. Buddha talks about the inner kingdom. The Jews talk about the inner kingdom. The Hindus talk about an inner kingdom. The Taoists talk about an inner kingdom. How does one connect to this kingdom? Is the human body wired for this experience? If we are created in the image of our Father,
I think he would wire it us properly. Human beings, huge, divine, and deep. Maybe all religions were talking about the same experience. Since the advent of the nuclear age, man has discovered that everything has a frequency. We are not just matter. Energy vibrates at a frequency. It creates sound. Could it be that all religions are trying to find the sound of God through their chants, mantras, and prayers? Could these sounds act like a tuning fork which can transform man? What would happen to man if he could vibrate at an infinite frequency? The Buddhists call this nirvana, or being enlightened. The Hindus call this samadhi, or liberation. The Christians call this salvation. All religions talk about this as music, music of the spheres, inner music. Does this music exist inside? So far, we have an infinite energy which exists everywhere. This energy is both light and sound. Science knows that both energy and mass are the same thing. Is there a pure mass which is contained in the whole universe? Is there something that contains inside of you and me? All religions talk about this in abstract ways. Christ talk about manna and the honey of life. The Hindus talked about nectar. Kabir, a famous poet, talks about how one drop of this nectar can make a man totally intoxicated. All wisdom and knowledge exists inside of this nectar. By the grace of God, I have the entire Ganges River flowing inside